Alright, let's start this up. What's up, guys? This is Mike Lewis, going to be casting game number 2 out of the best of 2. Revenge taking game number 1 over UG, so of course now they switch sides, and we have a prediction from Sephiroth that the pick from UG is going to be Nyx, if I understood him correctly. We'll see if he's right. He might be a prophet. He just might. But Revenge, Benja's got way too much farm on that Weaver, and UG both with no answer to the Weaver, and the fact that Spectral on the Timbersaw just got absolutely thrashed in lane means that where they should be able to at least hold off the enemies. I mean, the enemies with Revenge lineup, they had a pretty good mid-game lineup that was really potent with a Weaver, Doom, as well as a Tusk. You can make a lot of things happen, not to mention the, of course, AA and Lich right behind them. You can make a lot of things happen with that, but not when you're 4v5. Their Timbersaw was not nearly a large impact on the game. He wasn't even a remote impact on the game. And, well, now UG going to go with the Doom as well as the Puck. Now, picking up a Puck this early is always a little bit questionable, I would say. Generally, Puck, although normally is seen occasionally in the ban slots, is capable. You could pick him up at the 3rd or 4th spot, possibly even sometimes the 5th, unless you really choreograph that. You're going to go for one of those mid lane heroes. But normally, 3rd or 4th spot, Puck, you're okay. But picking up Puck this early is a little bit strange. I mean, Puck is still a fantastic hero, but he's not going to break the game for you. He's not going to be, a Doom, which forces your enemies to play so very differently. He's not a Nyx, who has just so much damage and so much utility for support. He's strong, but not like SS plus tier strong, if you know what I mean. However, Doom is one of those heroes. And Revenge, going to go with the second pick, Clockwork. So starting off with the CM as well as Clockwork, they're most likely not going to play together in the lane, but either way, still very potent heroes nonetheless, even if they never interact with one another for the first 15 minutes of the game. Mana regeneration on the Clockwork will help Clock a great deal, especially if he runs up into a 1v1 Doom lane, which is a little bit difficult for both ends, though Clockwork does have the edge there. He could very easily, if he gets Doom caught in the cogs, go for a kill. And when you have a CM aura backing you up, you're going to be more inclined to run in and just with Battery Assault and trying to clip Doom with just one mini stun, which of course means that the rest of the mini stuns will start to flow as well. So mana regen with Clockwork, always a very good thing. Of course, that could just not be the case. Doom could be played as in a different lane, and he could go top lane or something like that, or he could go to the jungle. But I'm expecting to see a Clockwork vs Doom matchup, unless Revenge they want to lane an aggressive tri-lane, which is always a possibility as well. I mean, Crystal Maiden, a very good start to that if you are going to be going for something along those lines. Shut down the Doom, possibly might see some 3v1 lanes again, which we saw last game. And we have some more. There we go. These are the really strong heroes, like, in my opinion. Bristleback, very often seen as just the first ban, just because he's such a hard hero to deal with. ET has fallen off quite a bit, though still is a great hero if you just want someone to do a lot of damage, and sometimes you just need to do a lot of damage. And Revenge, actually, they themselves banning out the Dazzle. We've been seeing a little bit more Dazzle as of late, though. Usually it's as a response to Doom, because if you have one of your allies who's doomed, you heal him, and then you shallow grave him, and then you heal him again. And generally, it'll keep your ally safe. But banning it out, I mean, there's no real synergy that Dazzle has with Doom and Puck, aside from the fact that Weave is really scary on Doom. And when I say really scary, I mean it's like utterly terrifying, because Doom has a lot of HP but low armor, and guess what Weave does? Yeah, it gives you a hell of a lot of armor. That Doom's going to be a terror. But not this game. Not this game. There is always the possibility of just picking up a Lich and then doing pretty much the exact same thing. Maybe not as scary, not as terrifying, but equally as potent. Let's just say that. Bristleback as well as TA being the bans out from UG. Revenge have pretty much a blank slate to work with right now. Pretty much any of the 3 heroes that they pick up will work with the Clockwork as well as Crystal Maiden. So hard to ban up against that. UG going to go with the Weaver. So maybe UG just going to take a page out of Revenge's book, with the exception being the Puck. Revenge instantly going to respond to that Weaver with a Shadow Fiend. So there's going to be their large source of damage. Going to feel confident in the mid lane matchup of SF versus Puck. The first couple of levels are always a little bit rough for the Shadow Fiend, but once he gets his... if these noobs on Rady don't get Nyx now, they should quit Dota. Yeah, Nyx would be pretty damn potent with the Shadow Fiend. I agree, Sephiroth. But yeah, Shadow Fiend versus Puck. Once you get the first couple of souls rolling, then you tend to be in a better condition. But yeah, Union Gaming, they need 2 supports, which is, I think, pretty clear. No, I'm going to read it out loud. It's on a notification. They need to pick up someone first of all, they need to pick up support heroes, right? So that's a thing. So then you say, well, what support heroes would go well with their team? What supports would go well against their side, against the enemies? Well, right now they have, well, this time they still have just one stun in the puck, which is less than ideal, I would say, but still, get a little bit of crowd control. They're going to go with the AA. So, they're just, like, drafting almost hero for hero what Revenge took last game. Lich's last pick? Huh? They'll still have no stuns, but, yeah, they kind of need stuns, but, yeah, Shadow Fiend is a hero that's especially vulnerable to Nyx, just because he's so soft. You'd pop him with a Vendetta, and then all of a sudden Shadow Fiend is at half HP, panicking, and then promptly dead. So it's a great hero to have versus the Shadow Fiend. Ancient Apparition is a decent hero as well, just because you could land that Ice Blast on him, and Shadow Fiend, super late game, does rely on lifesteal for the bulk of his survivability, so that's not a terrible way to go either. I mean, between Doom, AA, and Puck, they should have enough damage to bring down the Shadow Fiend, even if Shadow Fiend is behind Cogs. And, you know, as far as that goes, Puck, a great hero as far as killing off Shadow Fiend, though jumping behind Cogs to get the Shadow Fiend with your Silence and Orb combination or whatever is always risky, just because Shadow Fiend can easily just say, hey, wait, Puck, what the hell are you doing? And then start hitting you, and then you die as Puck, and that's always a little bit messy. Don't really want to be the guy who has to clean that up. That's less than ideal. But Revenge, looking for one more support hero, one more core hero, you know, someone who's going to be taking the farm supported by the Crystal Maiden and that aforementioned other support hero. They do have a stun in the Crystal Maiden, but the Treant Protector is going to be the pick. So a super defensive pickup from the Revenge side. I think they're just going to, well, this pick is signifying that they're going to go not all in, but even more in to the Shadow Fiend. Gotta get that Shadow Fiend his protected farm, and hell, there's no better tool to do that than the Living Armor. I guess a dual lane would be a better tool, but that's kind of debatable. Living Armor on Shadow Fiend, the Puck is not going to have a very fun matchup, assuming that Shadow Fiend plays competently, which we could always assume that he will. Treant Protector, Crystal Maiden, I think Revenge is looking to be super defensive right now. I wouldn't be surprised if Revenge pick up a really, really hard carry. They themselves are going to ban out the Lich, so unfortunately UG cannot copy Revenge's lineup. But I still think getting the Nyx is a fantastic idea. At the very least, it's a stun. And then it's also Cold Feet setup, which is bonus. But Revenge, they need, I think, someone who's just a really, really hard carry right now. Because between that and Shadow Fiend... Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay, well, they're going to go with an Earthshaker. There's their stuns at least. It's not as aggressive as I would really like. Earthshaker more on the defensive side of lanes as opposed to Nyx Assassin, which is more offensive. But it's still very serviceable. I mean, being able to fissure after a Cold Feet, that's a combo right there. Earthshaker, I'm not really a huge fan of him just because he is a melee support hero, and I think his impacts, although large and sometimes extremely notable, aren't really as annoying and as apparent as a Treant Protector, who has just that much more bulk. And the Drow Ranger, okay, so Revenge last game, picking up the Tusk this game, Fan Ranger. It's not a terrible way to go. It's definitely not. I mean, the Silence with the new pushback is actually, like, surprisingly effective. You'd expect it to just be another joke, but no, it'll hit you like 99% of the time, and then you're screwed. At the same time, keeping Drow Ranger safe. But I think what's more is that you get the Precision Aura, and you get Shadow Fiend. So what does Shadow Fiend do? He does damage. What does Drow Ranger do? She makes him do more damage. So it's a combination of damage into more damage. It's one of the most elaborate combinations on all of Dota, I know, but should be pretty effective if the Drow Ranger isn't punished. Now the problem with this Drow Ranger pick is the fact that on the UG side there is a Puck, there is a Weaver, there's an Earthshaker, there's a Doom. Hell, there's even an AA. That's pretty much their entire lineup. Their entire lineup is good against Drow Ranger. Earthshaker is long range, so basically the weakness of Drow Ranger is that she'll do a lot of damage if she's from a safe distance. If not, if you get right into her face, you'll probably kill her. So let's count the amount of people who get right into her face. Doombringer, Doom, Scorched Earth, run at her. She's going to struggle. Puck could either orb forward or, catch her with a Dream Coil, move forward, silence her, and then, open up a cannon whoop ass that way. Blink Dagger eventually. That'll do it as well. Spectral with the Weaver, give him a hug with the Shikuchi. Then suddenly she loses her damage, and then Weaver is going to win that duel almost 100% of the time. Z-Talk as well as Gosu-Ray. I've been calling him King in the last game, whatever. I'll call them both. You could have two names. Z-Talk as well as Gosu-Ray. They don't really have the most killing Drow Ranger potential, like just because they do have long range skills, and that's what Drow Ranger really doesn't like, being hit from her safe distance. But they are just great setups so that you could fissure into having the Weaver run up, or fissure into having the Doom run up, or fissure into blinking in with a puck. Just set up for that so that the Drow Ranger gets less and less space. Now, Revenge, they do have cogs and they do have living armor to kind of defend against that. However, that's pretty much it for their front lines. Like, frontline Clockwork is very threatening, yes, if you get good cogs off, but let's say like cogs work 50% of the time. The other 50%, they are going to have to run through the Tree and Protector, which it's always a little bit difficult, but Spectral with the time lapse can do it. Dural with his spells could just go through them anyway. And then Shadow Fiend, I mean, they have to split their focus between Drought and Shadow Fiend, but really, that's a no-win scenario for the UG side. Regardless, UG, if they sit back, they'll have the Doom get farm, they'll have Spectral get farm. Late game, it will, well, yeah, I gotta say Revenge have a slightly better late game, which is picking up 2 glass cannons, so UG, they have to pour on the pressure early. And fortunately for them, they have a lineup that could do so. So this game is going to boil down to the question of, can UG apply the pressure correctly to Revenge, or are Revenge going to get their positioning down? Are they going to stay safe with their, with the fights that they pick? Is the Tree and Protector armor going to be on point so that eventually they can just overwhelm UG with just huge amounts of green damage? And by green damage, I mean plus damage. It looks like we are ready to go, so let's do it, guys. It's game 2 between UG and Revenge. This is the joinDOTA League. I have hijacked a broadcaster slot. Don't tell anyone. And we're going to get this game going. Alright, on the Revenge side, we have Misko going to be playing the support Treant. Benjaz farmed phenomenally last game as the Weaver, who is, admittedly a lot easier of a hero than Drow Ranger. Let's see if he can do it again this game as the Drow. Mihawk is going to be heading down towards the bottom lane as the Clockwork looks to solo that lane. Smash going to be holding on to the mid as a Shadow Fiend, and that leaves Misoku going to be supporting up top. Revenge running a defensive tri-lane, and UG might be running some offense. It's going to be Z-Talk playing the Ancient Apparition. Dark God is on the Doombringer, supported by Gosu Ray on the Earthshaker. Mid lane it is going to be Dural, so once again it's going to be Dural versus Smash in that mid lane, and Spectral is once again charged with the task of safeguarding the safe lane.
30 seconds to showtime.
In a Weaver versus Clockwork matchup. Well, Clockwork does have sentries, though killing off the Weaver, unless Weaver just really derps up, is going to be a little bit difficult. Weaver should have a slight edge in this lane as far as pushing back the Clockwork and getting kills. Clockwork should be able to stay afloat as far as the CS race is concerned, but that's not really important. The important thing is that we have a Tri-v-Tri that's going to shape up on the top lane. Now, when a Tri-v-Tri happens, you want to see what does the aggressive tri-lane have that could actually kill the defensive tri-lane. Doombringer is not the strongest hero in an offensive tri-lane. Let's just get that out right off the bat. Yes, he's tanky, so defensively he's a good hero, but again, it's called an offensive tri-lane, so your defenses, although sometimes a huge deal like with an Abaddon or a Dazzle, being just bulky isn't necessarily enough. Earthshaker does have great setup, great combo potential with Z-Talk, but after that combo, they are pretty much out of gas. In Revenge, if they are on point with their living armor, if Misoku doesn't, well, he's going to go in straight for Dural. Orb has been used, going to take a beating from this Crystal Maiden with double damage. Yeah, Smash just got his souls, guys. Smash just got his souls. Yeah, Benjaz is going to be zoned out for the first couple of minutes in this game, but once CM comes in, then they'll be able to at least stand and try to pick fights. Drow Ranger isn't the most influential hero in the tri-lane either, nor is the Tree and Protector. So overall, even though I would say UG's tri-lane is fairly weak, it's stronger than the even weaker lineup of Revenge. I mean, Revenge is going to be able to get free arrow harassment like this, but you can see it's doing a little bit less than nothing. The Treant, now there's some damage. There's the fissure onto Misko. No follow-up, however, aside from Chilling Touch. Here comes Misoku, going to land a Frostbite onto Dark God. The beatdown will commence, though there's not much to save. Leech Seed already being used. Frost Arrow, not quite enough at this point in time. So Dark God going for the tankiest hero. I mean, at a certain point, you just take what you can get, but at the same time, it's less than ideal to go for the Doombringer as the first pick-off. If they got Ancient Apparition with that Frostbite, RIP AA, you're going back into the grave. But Revenge, definitely flexing their muscles with the fact that their Treant Protector hits for 86 damage. That's no joke. That will mess up your day. Like, Stout Shield? What's Stout Shield? I'll just punch you through the shield, and that's how I'm going to do the damage. Take a quick look at the bottom lane, since we're most likely going to be jumping right back up top. We have 4 for 2 on the clock versus Spectral 7 for 2. Not surprised, going to hold the edge there. Smash on the middle lane in the meantime, 6 for 5 versus the 5 for 3, holding a slight advantage over the puck, though a large health advantage. Dark God going to be forced to just get pecked away by those arrows from Drow Ranger. And I think in the tri-lane like this, you got to go for Gust at level 3. Misko going to take a Fissure, no follow-up there. Just Gust to push back or mess with the positioning of the enemies should be pretty substantial, and please no more pause shenanigans. I've had enough pausing for one day, guys. I think I'm done. But yeah, Precision Aura going to give a little bit more damage to the heroes around the lane. Unfortunately, not working on Tree and Protector, but he has 89 damage. I think he has enough, guys. I think he just might have enough. But Masoku doing a little bit more damage. Benji's, of course, doing more damage as well. And Drought Ranger in a tri-lane also isn't the best, not because she doesn't have like that much. She can't contribute that much, which is a fact. I mean, Frost Arrows is okay, but that's all it is. Gust is a little bit more useful. Maybe I'm underestimating that skill. But she's just pure damage. What point was I going to make with this? I was going to make a really good point, but I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, she's also weak in the fact that she's just really easily killed. And that's why you need the Gust. And no, the point I was going to make, here it is, I got it, is that Drow Ranger, although she needs gold a lot, she also is a hero that needs levels, because she gets so much more damage from Precision Aura. She gets so much more effective once she hits that level 6 for marksmanship. The longer you could delay that, the longer the quote-unquote mid-game is going to be for the Drow Ranger. And the longer that happens is the more, fun time you have to just mess around and kill her. But here we go. We are back into this game. The pause wasn't that long. And a Drow Ranger without experience, though she can do a lot of damage with items, is going to be very sad because her mid-game comes later, as far as the experience chart is concerned. Fissure going to fly. Potentially Masoku is going to get walled off safely. There's a Frostbite onto Dark God, and from the other end, it's Benji's picking away at the Ancient Empress. Masoku still getting beaten down. The Leech Seed healing from Dark God quite a bit, and Dark God might be the first blood, but Masoku going to be really close as well. Dark God will be the first blood. Misko with 89 damage is going to get that one. Ancient Empress going to trade evenly, but Misko still is in the area. Has another Leech Seed if he wants to pop his Majesty charges. He should want to. There's Leech Seed, and, well, unfortunately, he's not too quick. Fissure going to land onto Misko. No follow-up, no support from anyone. CM is going to make it out with her life, and looks like Tree and Protector will be forced to give up the chase. Drow Ranger a little bit too far away to help out from this one. So Earthshaker gets to live, completely tapped out of mana, though, so he has to base. And Misko really flexing his muscles, and that's a lot of strength's worth of muscles. This Tree and Protector is hitting hard, and though Doombringer is a very tanky hero, at a certain point, having a Tree and Protector beat on you will certainly add up, and still 0 armor. So that was really close, but Revenge take the better trade out of that one. Let's take a quick look at who got the kills. It's Ancient Apparition getting one, Doom going down, whereas Misko got one, and Drow Ranger got down. So overall, who got the kills was a wash. But of course, First Blood going to Revenge, getting them the edge there. Take a quick look at the bottom lane again. 8 for 2 versus Spectral's 23 for 7. There we go. There's the performance from Spectral that I wanted to see last game. Lots of gold, and well, it is a much easier lane. So there's that. Shadow Fiend, 16 for 12, denying well as a Shadow Fiend should versus the 14 for 5. So Shadow Fiend maintaining a level advantage over the puck. Also, of course, getting more gold. And in the bottom lane, oh, they want blood on Spectral. Shikuchi has been used in Spectral. Well, I don't think there was range for Masoku, though. Masoku not appearing on the top lane. Perhaps the Weaver is smelling something right now. Benji's has got to be a little bit careful, however. He does have Misko behind him with the armor. That'll only get you so far, especially when you get fissured. It's going to be on the wrong side again, though. Benji's is going to walk away, and now Spectral's in a little bit of trouble. He's restored up pretty highly. There's a Sentry into a Frostbite. There's no time lapse. Needs the Cogs. Cogs a little bit too late. And Weaver is going to walk away alive. Meantime, bottom lane, really missing their lack of Crystal Maiden. If Crystal Maiden was here, this tower would not be taking so much damage. At the very least, her presence is going to force UG back. But Crystal Maiden trying to make action happen elsewhere is going to mean that the Doombringer gets a little bit more space, and that Benji's gets a little bit less space. Level 4 on the Drow Ranger, level 4 on the Doom. Having a little bit more of a experience lead just because she experienced that first kill, but still has got to be very careful. We haven't really been seeing the Cold Feet into Fissure combo, which is, we actually have a level 0 of Cold Feet thus far. I would have gotten 1/1/1 for if I was AA. But, I mean, definitely get the Ice Vortex because you have so much magic damage. But 1 Chilling Touch versus level 2 Chilling Touch, it's a very minimal impact on that level. So I would have personally gone for Cold Feet, got that extra disable. Who knows? Dark God has phase boots though, and he's pissed. Fissure onto Masoku. Will he get walled off again? There's the armor onto the Crystal Maiden. It will absorb the shockwave. However, there it goes. That's about it. Now the beatdown gonna be hands on King, but Benj is taking even more damage. Look at the damage going to Drow Ranger. Dark God gonna get kited a little bit. Wants to get one more chop on Benj as he cancels it. And Dark God now might be punished, but no, it's actually gonna be Z-Talk who wants to dive deep for this kill. In the meantime, Smash coming from behind, cleaning up absolutely everyone. Man, I was watching the Drow Ranger that entire time, and Smash just came in and just stole the show. That's kind of a shame, guys, because yeah, Smash came in and, well, he cleaned up. He absolutely cleaned up, and Drow Ranger lives, which is equally crucial, I would say. But a 2-0 Shadow Fiend with that Precision Aura, yeah, he's going to be getting really big really quickly. And Amasoku, he might be alive. There's no Scorched Earth just yet, though. There's a lot of slow orbs on the floor. That's a big hit from Z-Talk, and here comes Dark God Shockwave for the kill. Hadouken. Masoku's going to go down. Flawless victory for Dark God. Oh, and he wants more. He's pissed. Look at this Doom. He has phase boots. He has Scorched Earth. That's what I'm talking about. He's not going to be the best carry hero in the game, but he will restrict your space. At the very least, he will restrict your space with those phase boots as well as Scorched Earth. Smash, though. He's just bottle charging, bottle crowing for now. Power treads should be up soon enough. Most gold per minute still being held by Spectral. And that's, of course, going to reflect in the most last hit department as well. Clockwork still not yet at that level 6 mark, whereas the Weaver is level 7. He's been doing some heavy zoning of this Clockwork, who's been forced to get a bottle. Not too weird to get a bottle on Clockwork, but still, it's something that you absolutely need in order to stay afloat versus a Weaver matchup. That's just not going to work otherwise, unless you go for Tranquil Boots, which might work, but no one likes Tranquil Boots. Everyone hates that crap. No one wants those ugly green boots. They're so out of style and tacky. So last patch. But now Clockwork's level 6, and now he has a TP scroll. Now he could look to support this top lane, where we can see Benjes is still farming happily away. 0-1-4, not terrible all things considered. Oh no, are you going for Tranquil Boots? I just insulted Tranquil Boots, and then you're just going to go ahead and buy them? I mean, they're not a bad item. I'm just saying that they're not too popular. They're generally better boots to get, I would say, but I mean, what else will it be? It's a Ring of Regen on Drow. Soul Ring for mana. Yeah, you gotta get that item up. But either way, 2 for 4, 8 minutes in, and Shadow Fiend sitting at 1400 Gs. Could be going for a fast Shadow Blade and or a Blink Dagger. Either one would be pretty effective right now, I would say. And he could really clean up on these other lanes. But Frost Arrows on the Doom, and the poking harassment will never stop. The poking stops for no one. Yeah, this Smash guy is just monopolizing the courier, but he's farming quite a bit as well. Level 8, 41 CS, and Benjes pretty much being safe right now. But here comes Dural as well as Gosu-Ray. Earthshaker Puck combination, though Puck still doesn't have a Blink Dagger, is more than enough to kill off a Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend is incredibly soft as a hero. And here we go, Drow Ranger. The difference between her harassment like 10 seconds ago and now, that's 40 agility worth of damage. Even more damage, actually, given Precision Aura. So that's some pretty big deeps. And Z-Talk might be in a little bit of an awkward situation. Frostbitten and miscommunication, but a hook shot coming in from Mihawk. That's going to be a for sure kill. Drow Ranger with so much damage picking up that kill. TP? That won't work. I mean, I guess that would have worked if Clockwork wasn't there, but Clockwork, he definitely was. Mihawk from the side, and that's actually going to be a Hand of Midas from the Shadow Fiend. It's, I would say, a little bit greedy of him. I mean, it's always greedy. Getting Hand of Midas is in a little part showing greed. But in the lineup where you're most likely going to be taking a fight in the mid game, you kind of want to have, you know, Power Treads, BKB, or something along those lines. Anything that lets you fight and do things in the mid game, aside from the Hand of Midas, which does give you attack speed, but it's not really enough. They're all going to move up to the top lane, but either way, Shadow Fiend, what's done is done. He's going to go for, looks like Power Treads now. He's going to be balling out of control if and only if UG do not punish the fact that Revenge have a better late game. They have to go, and they have to just punish them now and, you know, push towers, get kills. 2 for 5 with no towers down. You could see how well they're doing in that department. Meantime, middle lane getting blasted down by Smash. Here comes Benjes as well. This tower is going to take an absolute beating. Earthshaker here to defend. Won't be enough, but still Benjes is going to get a little bit more free farm, and he's going to get Hand of Midas as well. Jesus, Revenge. Greedy much? Greedy much. Top lane tower, living armor. Oh, geez, that's infuriating. But now Benjaz might be in a little bit of trouble. Here comes Deral Coil, and Benjaz just might be dead because he has no Gust, right? Gust? Yeah. Punch him down. Got him. Deral killing off the Dry Ranger. But here comes Smash from the other end. He's going to get one raise onto one hero. Now pop the Invis Rune, thinking about using the Requiem. Deral on his way out. Has an orb. Has level 2 phase shift over level 1 Waning Rift. Huh. Kind of uncharacteristic, but either way, it looks like Shadow Fiend won't find anything unless Gosu... Okay. Not going to go in for the Requiem. Kind of a shame. Would have loved to see that, but sometimes you just got to back up. The Dry Ranger has picked up her Midas now, and there is just so much greed right now on the Revenge side. UG, they have to play super aggressively to punish this, because they have nothing on the Weaver, and oh my god, Weaver. Drop a couple $100, get a real computer that could connect to the internet. But they have a Weaver, who, although is getting some pretty good farm, does not have a Hand of Midas. They have a Doom who has Devour, which is Hand of Midas-esque, which is, I guess, something, but still is not really too much of late game. Earthshaker doesn't have Jack. Puck has Jack. Power Treads, Null Talisman, no Blink Dagger in sight, not for a very long time. AA also has Jack. So Hands of Midas from Revenge, and that's going to help their gold advantage even more so. Now, right now, UG, they have the gold earned advantage mostly because of the fact that they have a farming Weaver, and they have a Doom who's getting that much more mileage out of each creep kill in the form of Devour. But really, I don't expect that advantage to last for very long unless they turn up the aggression dial. And, well, we'll see if they can actually do that. Actually, Clockwork going for a little bit of weird skill. Battery Assault only level 1, so this kill potential from the Clockwork is actually fairly low, but at the same time, you're probably not going to land a Battery Assault on the Weaver, so I guess fair enough. Taking a look at everyone else's stuff on Revenge, it looks pretty normal. I mean, CM with nothing. What a surprise. There's a CM that's absolutely broken a game. Never saw that before, and that's about it, guys. So, UG need to lay on the aggression. I think once they get the Blink Dagger on Puck, then they'll be super confident in doing so, but until then, they still have to do it. Like, they just can't sit back, because that's Hand of Midas proc after Hand of Midas proc, Drow Ranger and Shadow Fiend getting big. Now, even though Doom and Weaver are really good against those types of heroes, they could get in your face, force your positioning to be a little bit awkward. It's still questionable, because even if you do get in the Shadow Fiend's face as Doom, you will not win a damage race, especially if the Shadow Fiend has lifesteal. It just won't go well for you. Alright, so Weaver is still taking a vacation, apparently. And, well, Spectral. And this Spectral guy is like the third disconnect. I'm also starving, guys. So hungry right now. I want Chipotle. Make that happen. By the way, yeah, Dark God farming pretty well. Almost does have his drum. Hell, I don't know what else there is to say. I really don't know. Well, this is fun. I've looked forward all day to this. A 2-hour best of 2 because of all these pauses. Thought it'd be done by now. I'm too old for this shit. Not really. I mean, that's not really bothering me too much, but still, these best of 2s have been like 20% pause time. Or this best of 2, rather. Maybe I'm in limbo. Maybe Purgatory is just a game pause screen. That would be terrible. At least you could move him around the map in Purgatory. Let's see what Drow Ranger's gonna eat. Seeing some ward blocking. Knowing that Shadow Fiend has been clearing those camps off. I mean, when your Shadow Fiend disappears from lane, or when your Shadow Fiend opponent disappears from lane, you gotta assume he's, doing stuff like this. And, well, Observer Ward being used. Gonna give UG some pretty good coverage. But at the same time, it's just one hard camp. There are other options to farm. I don't know if this is worth it, because although it is helping Shadow Fiend farm, and you know it's all about denying farm from the Shadow Fiend, it's also spending an Observer Ward that's not in the river or not in the rune spots or in lane or something like that, like over, like back here or something. So, yeah, you do that to Chens and Enchantresses just because they're 100% reliant on those neutral creeps. Shadow Fiend, if he sees the cams blocked, he's like, well, okay, well, my farming has forced out a little bit of gold from the enemy team. He's going to be okay with that. So there's a lot of lag. Something about this reconnecting in a second. Something about needing more carbon. This metagame needs more carbon.
What's with all the scribbling?
That is the extent of my non-English. Alright, are we back? Is Spectral gonna stay for now? Spectral, don't leave us again, man. I don't know what I will do without you. What the hell is... What? There's some real drawing going on the map right now, guys. M, L, no, E, men. No men? Oh my god. Guys, we're back into the game. Pauses can't stop this train from rolling, although they will pause the train from rolling. Okay, mid lane tower gonna get put into deny range, and Smash is here, and he should know about this. The question is, how greedy is he? Because they're all gonna get this tower for free otherwise. Flare gonna fly, and tower is gonna be denied. So that's the first tier 1 tower that goes down. Revenge, do not pick that one up. Though still mid lane Radiant Tower is pretty damn important, especially if you're going to go for Roshan. And Roshan, although will be a little bit risky for Revenge, is still something that they could do. It's a fast Roshan, but it's not a safe Roshan. They don't have anything to tank it aside from, I guess, a Treant Protector with Living Armor, which isn't the best. But yeah, still in the top lane. Benja's poking away at Dark God. He does have he's a slight deficit on last hits, and I don't know why that Leech Seed went on that melee creep, but okay, you know, whatever. Soku de-warding. Look at that. So diligent, this CM. But I have a feeling shit's gonna happen on this top lane, because here comes the Earthshaker. Has his ultimate, and he's not gonna use it. I changed my mind. Missile's gonna scout in the fact that the puck is coming in. Now Revenge do know that there are 4 heroes from the other end on this top lane, and Spectral is on the mid lane. Where are the Revenge heroes? They're walking places. They're stacking the top tier 1 tower, which is, I think, the correct thing to do, especially since they went for Midases. They don't have anything that could actually help them fight. Might as well just go for more farm. That's the plan, guys. We're going to be seeing a lot of farm for Revenge and UG. This is what they have to do. They have to take these towers, and hey, tower destruction successful. Doom taking that one. Flare going to come in and hit onto absolutely nothing. And basically, Revenge is going to be giving UG the runaround. Just panicking, retreating, constantly retreating, picking fights whenever someone offers them up, like in this case. Dark God might be in a little bit of trouble. Smash is still unrevealed. Here comes Treant Protector with a slow at the very least. He also does it with the CM. So Dark God might just die here. Frostbite, right clicks, raise, raise. Yeah, I'd say he's real dead. That was pretty easy. Doom served up on a silver plate, and Shadow Fiend now going to gun towards his BKB. So the rest of the Revenge side, they're in the enemy jungle, which is the last place I think Revenge would expect them to be. They're going to group up as 3 and try to push down the mid lane, I think. Try to take that tower down. But at the same time, Revenge are like, they're all spread out. It's like, do they want to fight? They should be able to crash mid. I don't think they know that they should be able to, but that's definitely something that they should be looking into. Especially since now they know where Z-Talk is. If they hookshot in, whoever is hookshotted is pretty much guaranteed to die. Is there a gem on... Oh no, Sentry Ward, never mind. Yeah, Masoku and Misko, they're just going to jungle, because supports in the jungle is... I mean, I guess they don't have anything better to do. Treant Protector at this point could just like sit in the base and TP out when he's needed. it's really just all about the fact that Benjez is getting his farm, now picking up that crucial point in Gust, and still Shadow Fiend's getting his farm. So farm is being had, and UG, they have to deal with rocket flares, they have to deal with potential initiation from Clockwork, as well as this very, very annoying living armor. So let's see for how long Revenge can stall without being punished. Because it seems like they're doing it pretty well. I mean, getting a pick off on the Doom in the bottom lane, that's just a great way to start. And then gearing up for more in the mid lane. Oh yes, UG are not going to see this one coming, though they should. I mean, they poked in, they saw that there is no reaction from the enemies. There's a two-man fissure. We'll back off after that. And then that's it. And Mihawk, I don't think he's going to jump in. He does have a sentry, so when he jumps in, or if he jumps in, and if the Weaver's in the area, instantly going to drop that sentry, and then hopefully if the Cogs pick up the Weaver, then well, they'll get a kill. But still, it's 1,400 gold for Benjes, and I think, yeah, Mythical Hammer is up on the Shadow Fiend. UG, you guys can't be sitting back right now. Hand of Midas is being picked up for Weaver. Is he really trying to take him into the late game? I guess it's kind of a contingency plan, but still, Weaver's not going to outcarry both the Shadow Fiend and a Drow Ranger. Or it's very unlikely that that he will. Smash. Gonna get the bugs and the ice and everything else, but TP is fine. Alright, this is like mini Rat Dota. It's not Rat Dota to push your lanes and keep yourself safe that way. Oh, Masoku, you're just so dead right now. Like, so dead. Unless not. Coil being used. I guess that wasn't so dead. Just moderately dead. There's a big difference between mostly dead and dead. Because mostly dead is a little alive. But yeah, this is like farm Rat Dota. That's pretty much what this is. It's like, we don't want to take your towers. We're not interested in that. We just want to get gold. Get money, get paid, and not get fissured. But here we go. Clockwork gonna hook shot, and he's gonna catch Dark God, and there's no bailout here. Ice Ball gonna come in though, and Mihawk is most definitely going to die. He will die on impact. Dark God is going to be completely safe. And no, he's not, because here comes Misko from the side. Going to get a 3-man overgrowth. There's no follow-up from this one ever. Masoku needs another Nova, but it's only level 1. You get the disable onto the Doom, and now goes to Ray. Can take quite a beating as well. Misko, living armor on himself, going into the invis form. He is going to get brought down. It's just fade time. Now Spectral going to silence. He's going to drop very quickly as well. Masoku is going to drop in exchange. 3 for 2 so far, and do UG want to pursue this one out? Fissure going to fly, will hit onto Benjes. RVG Devral gonna orb board for the blink into nothing because he decided not to go for it. There's the Gust and a raise onto Earthshaker. It's now an even trade. And while the Drow Ranger lives, the Shadow Fiend lives, whereas the Weaver goes down. So the numbers say it's even. However, who gets the kills, who survives, is definitely going to show that, well, Revenge definitely do have the edge as far as that goes. I mean, Drow Ranger surviving, picking up a Blink Dagger. That's a pretty strange item to have, but at the same time it's completely understandable when you're playing a positioning game. You have to be able to keep yourself safe, and really there's not many other items other than the Blink Dagger that's going to keep you safe. I mean, Shadow Blade's okay, but you can see UG already having many forms of detection, and at that point you need something to keep yourself safe. Still, it's 18 minutes in, and UG, they have been pretty much stopped cold in their tracks. I mean, they should still look to make this aggression happen. The question is, will it actually happen? And I am just completely missing last hits while I'm trying to fix the stream on the same time, but that's fine, because it's a Crystal Maiden, no one really cares. Alright, here we go. Everything's good now. Rocket Flare gonna fly in, Clockwork thinking about hookshotting in. There's no support. Yeah, there's no sense in fighting when you have such a great Rat Dota game going on. Also, Blink into Gust. I mean, it's not a great way of initiate, but it's something, I guess. Why not? Push him back? That's like the weakest way of initiating, because then you're screwed because you blink in. It's mostly a defensive tool, this Blink Dagger from Drow, which is, of course, going to mean he's doing less damage. But it's Drow Ranger. She's level 11. She's going to be doing damage. So they get the pick off there, and now Blink Dagger on Puck. Looks like they want blood on this tree. Although we can now find the answer to whether or not trees bleed. Fissure is going to not be too helpful, but still, it will not matter. That might have been a little bit unnecessary, but that's fine, because Tree is really dead now. I mean, well, he has a Blink Dagger into Echo... Really? You used Echo Slam there. Okay, well, I mean, sure. I mean, the Tree is real dead now, but I guess that's kind of worth it. Not really. Goes through Ray, DeRaw, as well as Z-Talk. Gonna try to go for this tower. Gotta watch out for Mihawk hookshotting in, but not if it's a hookshot onto a creep. They're gonna catch King with the Cogs and the Battery Assault. He's gonna get two-shot. BKB already up on the Shadow Fiend. He wants more. You cannot kill this puck. They might be able to kill Z-Talk. Let's see how much damage this Drow could do. Mask of Madness value. Not quite. Not quite. That was really close, though. This Drow Ranger is playing it fast and loose, and like really fast and really loose. Now, let's see what you can do versus this Doombringer. Blink forward. Get the gust off. Oh, that's kind of a shame. Need that Mask of Madness and need to not get jumped by Spectral from the top side. Living Armor onto the Drow Ranger. Keep her blocked from that tick damage. That won't regen. Bug's gonna fly, and Roshan will get stopped because of it. But still, they have a very fast Roshan. Presence of the Dark Lord is level 4 now. Orb gonna fly through, and it looks like everyone's gonna be fine. Although Masoku kind of flirting with death at this moment. And yeah, Daral's, he knows it. So UG just gonna continue to bang their heads against this front door. There's big items coming up from Revenge. BKB Yasha up on the Shadow Fiend. Drow Ranger with the Blink Dagger, Mask of Madness. I mean, she's a very easy hero to kill. Like, Drow Rangers always are, but now Mask of Madness is going to be that much easier. But still, this tower, living armor value is keeping it alive. Oh, are they going to jump in? Oh, please jump in on this one. Hook shot. Mihawk with the hook shots of, well, Ice Ball. You're not going to jump in with the Frost effect on you. That's a bad idea. So the tower is going to get continuously healed, and the rats are going to continuously rat. Rat's going to rat. Oh, or are they going to rat? Drow Ranger going to teleport in, but there's not much initiation aside from a Clockwork Hookshot, which, by the way, just missed. They might catch Dural. No, Rune's going to spawn on the bottom end. No, it's not going to spawn at all. Someone already took it. But no, Benja is going to get caught out with a fissure. Ice Ball of Death. Kaboom, baby. Z-Talk is going to find that kill. And just like that, I think they will go again straight for this mid lane tower. Spectral going to try to make a 1v3 happen. He's doing a lot of damage, not getting punished for it. Spectral is going to go deep behind enemy lands. Cogs are up, but Masoku now going to get zoned out. There is the Overgrowth. Spectral is going to take a lot of damage. Needs these razors to come through, but there's the Blink Echo. Get a catch too. The Requiem of Souls is there as well, but already the Shadow Fiend, he's without backup. Misko is going to try to get Dark God caught, but he's going to get caught with the Orb instead. Dark God's going to live. Now Fissure on to Smash. Is there any more follow-up? Dural does not have anything else, but they got 4 kills. I think they're going to be okay with that. They're going to get this tower as well. Ice Ball, that's not going to do anything. So Weaver starting off quite the fight right there. I mean, I would say, normally jumped the gun, but his team was right behind him in a responsible length. And when your Clockwork misses like that, Revenge, they just had the problem of getting the gap closed way too fast. I mean, Shadow Fiend did have some distance, which is something. But Drow Ranger, she needs all the distance she could get, and that's why she's going for these high mobility items. But, you know, when the enemy side crashes up on you, there's only so much you could do. They're going to try to go for Roshan again, but there is the constant threat of the AA Ice Blast. And the bugs, of course. Ice Blast will hit onto no one. Smash going to just narrowly dodge that one. And, well, now Dural going to take quite a beating. It's going to be King stuck in the Cogs, and he's going to go down. No Blink Dagger time. He actually has a Shadow Amulet. Are you kidding me? How do you get this gold, man? Blink Dagger, Shadow Blade. We're going to be seeing some dunking, guys. Dural, did he just cancel a Blink teleportation scroll? I think he might have. Mihawk going to play some games with the rest of the team. Where in the meantime, Benj as well as Masoku. Yeah, they're going to bring Roshan low. The Ice Balls and the Swarms flying through, Orbs and all that weird stuff. Scouting out Roshan. And, well, run. Better run. There's a coil being used on Masoku. And Misko is like, no, I'll save you. Oh my god, guys, what is with this game? What is with this best of two? There's been so many freaking pauses. Alright, so I think Masoku's dead. I think that might be happening. Like, I could say with there's about a 10% chance she's going to die right now, unless miracles happen. Unless Yuji, I mean, even if they have to, like, forfeit because there's, like, a natural disaster, I'm pretty sure Masoku's just dead anyway. But the Yuji side might be pressured a little bit too much into going for this, because they'll go up the hill. They have Benjez in the area. The problem for them is that Smash is coming from behind. Tree does still have the armor, so Masoku might live for a little bit longer, though I don't really know. Okay, well, I mean, maybe. Who knows? He might just live. There's no hook shot. However, the real threat is Smash coming from behind, and he's coming in hot. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Guys, pauses. Jeebus. Alright, so apparently there's like server trouble or something. But it can't be both the fact that Spectral and Z-Talk have crappy computers. He actually hasn't gone for a single point in cold feet. That's kind of surprising, I would say, with the Earthshaker on your side. I mean, Ice Vortex does do quite a bit. It's hard to measure how much it does. It's definitely a lot more difficult to measure how much it does versus cold feet. But still, usually it's cold feet and 1 point Ice Vortex, get the chilling touch. Obviously, Ice Blast is amazing. But yeah, just making a small adaptation with the build, I guess. Not really counting on the fact that Cold Feet will ever proc, which is, I guess, something. Oh, wait, here's something I didn't consider, guys. Benjez is right behind them with Gust. So, if they Gust into Living Armor, Masoku might be able to. Well, he already spent his gold, so just let him die. Everyone out. Everyone run. This has been the most pauserific game I've ever casted in my life. Or, pauserific series, rather. And yes, that is a word that I just made up. In case anyone was wondering. You could use it, but make sure to give me credit. I guess we might as well just do a quick item check while we're here. I mean, AA has finished his urn from the last pause. Staff of Wizardry is sitting in his stash right now. Probably going to be, well, maybe not 4 staff. Maybe this is going to be the Aghanims. Aghanim's AA is obnoxious and really effective. Puck finishing up a Yule Scepter, so this guy's going to be super difficult to kill, though not impossible from Revenge. Especially if they catch him with a cog or something, they could like pretty much two-shot him with the Shadow Fiend and Jar Ranger's damage combined. Dark God is packing around a mech as well as a drum. Spectral is, well, he's well on his way to his Manta Style. No, I mean not Manta Style. What am I thinking? It's obviously going to be a Lincoln Sphere on the Weaver. Although Manta Style's not terrible on Weaver. To be fair, it's not a bad item. It's not the worst item in the world, let's say. D2 upload. What? Alright, well, Earthshaker is still farming because Shadow Amulet, Blink Dagger. This guy's going places. This guy's going some real serious places. Everyone else, it's Misko building up a hood very, very slowly. That pipe will come in about 10 years. Smash doesn't have anything new, although 1900 gold in the bank, that's substantial. CM is going to die, so no one cares about her because it's CM, and she has nothing as well. Clockwork has a 4 staff, and that's about it. Has gone for the green boots. We have confirmation for green boots. And I don't really know what Jar Ranger got with that Ring of Regen. She didn't actually. Well, maybe it was Maybe it was Misko's Ring of Regen that he shared. 'Cause you could do that. That might have been it. That's actually more likely than anything else. Because Misko got first blood, I think. So get the Ring of Regen, share it with your drow. For the record, guys, this best of 2 has so far gone for about 2 hours. And the games have not been an hour each. Oh. I think Masogu, you are dead. Can't buy anything with this. No one's gonna take your gold from a dead person. What do you think this is, an MMO? Well, I mean, I'm having fun. Kind of. I was having fun. And then this pause happened. And the amount of fun I'm having right now, well, it's not really visualized by this graph because Revenge don't have a huge advantage, but it would be that. It would be like a huge downward line of fun. I can't draw on the minimap either. I could draw on the minimap. This is about how much fun I'm having, like this much. It's going like that. Games usually aren't like this. Usually they are played, and then they end, and then we're happy. But no, we just got pauses left and right. Man, if this was League of Dota, pretty sure I would have handed out a DQ by now because of all these pauses. It's like, get your shit together. If you can't play, you're not gonna play. I haven't actually timed it out. It's like 15 minutes of pause, but I'm assuming it's somewhere near there by now. It's at least 10. Alright, guys. We're waiting. We're in this for the long haul. Oh god, what was that? No, stop. Don't play random videos. So, it looked like a tactical pause, but it actually wasn't. Oh my God! Are we gonna get in this game again? Holy shit! Are we ready to actually play Dota? Guys, we're gonna play Dota. We're back in, guys. And Masoku, how long? You gotta be shitting me. You have gotta be shitting me. Stop doing this, AA. Sorry, lag. You didn't even start the pause. Okay, Masoku. Gust. And run. And dead. And then blink out from the Drow Ranger. But here comes the Clockwork. Does not have a hook shot. He's gonna catch the puck with one tag of the battery assault, but it's not gonna be enough. Everyone else from UG successfully backs off. And, yeah, Missile won't kill him. That's not going to happen. Sanjin Yasha is actually going to be the pickup from Shadow Fiend. It's not a terrible item on Shadow Fiend. I think Mant Style is definitely a little bit better, especially with the BKB already up. Like, you could go for Bulk, and I guess with the Weaver Doom on the other end, going for Bulk isn't a terrible idea. I personally favor the Mant Style a little bit more, but Sanjin Yasha, get that extra slow, get that extra HP, is a good way to go. And I do kind of question the item he's going to get next. However, usually you don't see two Yasha items, or rather both the Yasha items, I guess I should say, being picked up just because it doesn't provide you. They don't provide you benefits when you get two of them, which is a thing. But I guess just straight damage from here on out, or get a big damage item, something like a Daedalus or an MKB or something along those lines, and then just go for a Satanic. Roche is going to get killed by Spectral, or I mean, Age is going to get picked up by Spectral in any case, if you speak English. God, that pause made me dumb. It really did. BKB up on Doom and UG. If you guys don't want to push really aggressively now, then I mean you might as well just leave the game. But they are going for it. They've taken a long time bringing down that tier 1. Revenge, they're slowly getting more and more items up. There's 800 gold on the Drow. What's flying out? It's going to be a completed Yasha. So this Drow Ranger, I think, can get to near max movement speed. She's quick at the very least. She can go places. The bottom lane, Living Armor is going to get torn off of that tower. And Spectral is going to start chipping away. More Living Armor will also get torn off of that tower. And Spectral will just... No, then Fortification. Alright, so we got a... Yeah, now they're going to bring it down. But Smash, in the meantime, is getting 2v1'd in the mid lane. Blink forward into an Echo Slam with a coil used. Smash is going to be a free one. He was potted as BKB. He popped his BKB, but he still died. Not too sure what happened there, but yeah, Smash is definitely going to reconsider that one once he revives. But losing your Shadow Fiend for the first time, that's not too terrible. His streak was pretty large, and that's a lot of gold going for the Earthshaker. So Shadowblade, baby, this guy, super mobility Earthshaker. Now get a Force Staff and you're done. Easy build, easy life. I mean, Shadow Fiend dying for the first time isn't going to be the end of the world. It looks like Drow Ranger is... I hope this is a BKB. If this is... No, it's a Sanjin Yasha. Team Sanjin Yasha with... Okay, so there's no Manta Style? Really? I find that a little bit hard to believe. I would say Sanjin Yasha is a lot better on Shadow Fiend than it is on Drow Ranger, though the bulk is... The HP is still good for both of them. Drow Ranger just needs to be that glass cannon. Whereas Shadow Fiend, you could stay for a little bit. He has Presence of the Dark Lord. He has more raises that he could throw out. Drow Ranger is 100% all in on her auto attacks. And if you're not doing damage with auto attacks, then why the hell did you pick Drow Ranger? You should have picked something like a Shadow Fiend, which, you know, they did. But Shadow Fiend has ways of contributing to fights without actually right-clicking. And even if he is going to be right-clicking, he does do a lot of damage. I mean, he has Presence of the Dark Lord, which is going to be... Plus the Necromastery. So he's doing a lot of damage regardless. Drow Ranger, she needs the damage. She really, really does. And, uh-oh, Mihawk. There's a coil, Force Staff to break it, and I don't think there's any follow-up. So coil is down. Revenge is going to continue to slow roll this one. They're in no rush to complete this game whatsoever. They have a Drow farming weird-ass items, but farming nonetheless. 3 minutes until Aegis is reclaimed, and UG, well, they're not getting any picks. Do they just... Oh, it's actually a Force Staff for A. They're not getting any picks. Do they just YOLO push towers? I think they do. They should. What's the worst that could happen? You have an Earthshaker who's level 13. He could clean up. In the meantime, Revenge. Well, everyone's going to go for a tower trade, it looks like, and I am lagging now. Oh, this is not good lag. Guys, can we pause the game? I'm kind of lagging a little bit. Okay. Yeah, I'm just dropping frames like crazy.
Dyer's top tower's gone.
I think my hard drive might be shit. Okay, I'm like frozen completely, guys. And well, okay, I don't know what's going on, but okay, it looks like it cleared up. We're still in this fight. Gus gonna catch 2, and Ghost Rider is gonna get beaten down by the Shadow Fiend. He's going to now channel the Requiem. Think better of it, actually. Masoku will get picked off by Spectral, and the damage from Benjes isn't gonna be enough. Hookshot gonna miss, and Weaver is going to escape, have the Aegis regardless. And it looks like this fight might not be done yet. Misko is going to get the Overgrowth on Spectral. Is there a time loss? He does have the Aegis. He's going to be fine. And the Doom from Doom actually failing. Smash still on the sidelines, still doing damage. Does still have a Requiem. No BKB, however. He's going to get initiated upon by Spectral. Thinking about channeling that ultimate. He's still not doing it. There it is. Going to unload on Spectral, but that won't bring him low enough. Smash instead going to go for the AA. He will shatter in the end. Drow Ranger is safe at a safe distance. Tree should be fine if he just goes invis. Although doomed, this guy is so dead. This guy is just so dead. There you go. Alright guys, I have to try to fix this lag. I will just go quiet for just a little bit. Gotta cast with more than like 5 frames per second. Alright, hopefully that's a little bit better for everyone. If you're on the recording, sorry, a team fight. Oh, Benji is going to get his face handed to him. you're on the recording, sorry for the large time gap. A team fight did happen, and I had to cut the recording because that is usually what's causing the lag. Hopefully everything is going to be fine now. Yeah, my apologies. It was just a team fight going the way of UG, quite convincingly. But you're going to have to leave that one up to your imagination because my computer is apparently lazy. Who knew? Mihawk on the bottom lane is getting issued upon by Spectral, thinking about hookshotting back in. Nah, time lapse. And the Weaver stays alive. Soku might be in a little bit of trouble, however, because here comes Puck with the Dagon. 30-minute Dagon, standard build. Ice Ball, zap him. That was a completely unnecessary Dream Coil, but okay. Yo, UG, they're not afraid of using their ultimates. For a CM? Sure, why not? Just cast it. What's the worst that could happen? It's not like a fight is going to happen in the next minute. It's actually not, so he's probably not going to get punished for that. But, I mean, with an Ice Blast coming in, you could blink forward, Dagon, and silence, and then CM's dead. She shatters. Alright, but UG, round up the troops. We're going towards the mid lane. There's the ping out, and I think they should be relatively ready to do this. They have a Desolator on Weaver. He's doing a lot of damage. It's very survivable. And Revenge, they're still not at critical mass yet. I mean, they're strong. They can definitely take a good fight if they get a good overgrowth. But that's just not looking to happen. And why is my frame rate dropping? Okay, everyone on the recording, you might just be shit out of luck because this frame rate is 5. And I can't cast like this. And Weaver's actually going to get picked off because he's doing stupid stuff. I didn't even think of looking over there, but at the same time, 5 frames per second, I couldn't look over there if I wanted. So who's going to ninja himself in? There is an invisible Earthshaker. Now, well, now they know about it. And CM looking for some initiation, possibly Misko being bait. Nope. It's going to be everyone just jumping in and out of Invis. Meantime, the 2 damage dealers smash those Benjas in the bottom lane.
Radiant's bottom tower's seen better days.
And they're going to force TP's back. Smash gets out of there using that BKB. If he didn't use the BKB, he would have died. Yep. That was a good call by Smash. I guess I should have to export this entire VOD from Twitch. But there's a lot of pauses involved. So, yeah. Sorry for anyone who wants to watch a recording. That shit's not going to be pleasant for you. Blink forward, Misoku's once again going to get dunked. This Earthshaker guy is just slamming fools left and right. And now Misko is going to get coiled right under a Sentry Ward. Poor guy. Oh no, that's actually his Sentry Ward, but it's not going to help. Here's a hook shot onto 3. It's not a bad hook shot, but at the same time, there's no follow-up. Blink out into the Yules onto Smash. And Revenge, they're just feeding themselves up like a free buffet for UG. Like, it was pretty hard for them to break in, but hey, if you go in one at a time, why not? Just go for it. Tower's going to go down. Earthshaker. He needs more money, guys. If this is a 4-staff, oh, please let it be a 4-staff. It's nothing yet. Infinite Mobility Earthshaker. Get a Mask of Madness. Get a Yasha. Oh, yes. Move at 522 movement speed. Alright, but everyone from UG, they smell blood in the water. They're going to head their way down to the bottom lane, where the last Tier 2 tower is eagerly awaiting its own destruction. It can't wait to be destroyed. Meantime, Ghost Ray will just split push out the top sides, open up the options for when they actually need to crack the base. And Revenge, I can't help but think they would have been doing a little bit better if they didn't get these like kind of wonky items on first draw. I mean, it's not a terrible item, Mask of Madness, like you could rely on your marksmanship for a long time, but it kills you. It kills you damn quick. And that's not really what you want to be having to happen to you if you're a Drow Ranger. You want to be staying alive. Alright, Spectral, he's back on the bottom lane, chipping away at the tower. The rest of his team is doing jack all. And Misoku, oh, what are you? What are you? What? What the what? Okay. CM grew a huge pair, and she wants to take on the Doombringer 1v1. That was the biggest bluff of all time. But Doombringer, he didn't know who was behind the CM, so running into that, even with the BKB, that's a little bit dangerous. UG, please go kill towers and stuff. Please, right now. They're all geared up. They got the Echo Slam, and it's time to roll out. Everyone to the bottom lane, take the last Tier 2, and then we're going to be seeing another 20 minutes of farm because UG are scared to breach the high ground. I guess if they just maintain map control, then that's another passable way of winning this game. deny the farm from Drow and Shadow Fiend. But still, like, they could just easily just barrel their way in. They have -12 on this tower, and goodbye tower. Chilling Touch, because Chilling Touch doesn't actually affect buildings. Need slower attack speed, guys. But these creeps are going to get it for sure. No, it's just going to hurt their attack speed. Okay, well, I guess mind games, or battle readiness, I guess. Revenge, they're still fighting. They might get this tower if this one... Okay, no, Earthshaker is going to do even more for his team. Earthshaker's like, okay, guys, I guess I have to do everything myself then. Denying the second tower of the game. 24-14, and this game is, well, the next objective for UG is to breach high ground. Whether or not they're actually going to try to do that remains to be seen. I mean, Spectral still has a long ways to go before he's 6-slotted. He's going for a Ghost Scepter. I guess against Shadow Fiend and Drow Ranger, that's the right decision. But at the same time, that's not going to build into anything. I mean, it could build, I guess, into an Ethereal Blade, but it'll probably hurt him more than it's going to help him. Oh, no, get back in there, Spectral. No. Yo, Masoku, how are you living through these scenarios? I don't understand. In the meantime, top lane, Misko is in a very awkward situation, but he's going to live. Masoku was just literally hiding behind Roshan, and he managed to live. Now, those are some strategies right there. Now, Roshan is going to be attempted by the Revenge side. However, Ice Ball right outside is probably going to fly in soon enough. Oh, there it goes, and the Weaver's coming in as well. Mihawk might just shatter to this one. Here comes Doom as well. He will pop the Lincoln Sphere and then go to town and smash. The Dire are going to take the Roshan down with the Aegis, but at what cost? Drow Ranger, you get a second life just so you can see your death one more time. It's a double kill for Spectral, and it's 4 down for Revenge. I think it's time to break the base now, guys, or at least force out buybacks. 3,500 gold, 2,500 gold, but no BKBs on Revenge. I mean, I guess no BKB, because there's only one on their side. But now UG, they're going to take that one as a green light into the enemy base. Look at the tower just evaporate. Fortification. Fortification only lasts for so long. You can't save your towers forever. Yeah, living armor, that's not going to work either. There's a good gust, going to catch a whole bunch of them, but still. Vengeance, if he gets a little bit too close, that could happen. Blink initiation. Blink into Yule's. Orange Smash going to get zapped down from the Dagon. He's now going to try to stand and hold his ground, but another Fisher from the Earthshaker. He's going to take down one. At least Spectral's going to find it. Ice Ball going to come in. Spectral's going to find another. Mihawk now caught in his cogs. He will get blinked upon, and it's 1 kill for Dural. There's Yule Scepter onto Benjes, and Spectral still going to town onto everyone. It's a triple kill for him, and 1 for the road. Gosu King is going to find that one. And that should be GG. Padre de Familia is not actually calling the GG, but I think that should be it. With an even 5-man wipe, there is no buyback. They could just GG push. Or go to the bottom lane. Or slow your attack speed even more. Look, see, Chilling Touch, they're not actually... It's 15% attack speed that they're not getting. That's not too much, but still. It shouldn't really matter because this game looks very over. 33-14, and with more pauses than I have kidneys. Actually, there's only 2. There's 3 actually. I don't really know where I was going with that one. But either way, guys, I hope you enjoyed Game G going to tie it up 1-1. It is best of 2, so I'm done. I'm starving. I'm gonna get some food. If you're on the recording, sorry for the pauses, but you could just skip through that because no one likes pauses. No one ever says anything useful in pauses anyway. All right, guys. I think that should be all of the games played today. Wow, CM didn't get a single kill. Clock didn't either.